Clemson, ranked number 12 in the country. It's got a very good club, and we played well all weekend. Started with our defense and made a lot of plays. Today was nice coming out to try to get that sweep against a club like that. That's something that really helps you in a national spotlight to be able to move up in polls, which is what we're trying to do. And as a really as a incentive type thing game-wise, that's what I was thinking. You know, we can have a good weekend and win 2 out of 3, or we can have a great weekend and sweep. And that was kind of the message I delivered to the team. Let's get after these guys and let's get a sweep.
Coach, you had 13 singles today and 30 for the series, 20 walks, and Clemson was just using the long ball basically and a lot of extra base hits. But are those the kind of numbers you want from your team on offense?
Well, I mean, I'll take the number of runs we got and those hits and bunts and everything else. I mean, that's a big part of our game for people to watch us every game. It's a big part of our game. And if you can walk and get on base, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And I think they made 10 errors this weekend. And we're trying to run and trying to do some things with them and put pressure. And if you got guys on base all the time, that puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Is that just the approach from day one, like when the team first meets, just try to get on base no matter what? That's what's most important.
Well, I mean, to me, on base percentage is more important than batting average, and I'm always got that percentage highlighted on our stats to make sure they understand when you get on base, you got a chance to score. Like at Chester, got on base, I think 13 times this weekend, and you know when a guy runs like he is, he's going to score runs when that happens.
And did you find it difficult at all to get them to keep that mentality when Clemson was hitting like 8 home runs this series?
You know, I mean, we didn't talk about that. We talked about our game. Our game is to take pitches, get on base, bunt, hit some line drives, put pressure on the defense. Don't think about fly balls. Even if today was a good day to hit home runs with the wind blowing out to left field. I know the pitch that the first run that Beer hit to left field was an outstanding pitch, low and away, and guy could really hit. But you know, we were looking more for line drives to get on base to do those type of things. I think you live with a long ball, but you also die with it. So you gotta score runs. You gotta put pressure on people.
The day after winning 1,000, what are your thoughts on that? 1,000 wins at one school.
1,001 now.
Yeah.
That's what the players said after the game. You know, it's just yesterday was a very interesting day for me. I didn't think a lot about it beforehand, and during the game, it never one time popped in my mind, hey, this is a chance to win 1,000 games. Until after the game we won, I shook hands. I'm walking by the dugout, and I think it was Cam said, you need to look at the scoreboard. And I looked at the scoreboard, and that's when it kind of hit me that it was 1,000 wins. So when I came to the locker room, it was a very nice message that the team delivered to me to come in there, plus a 1,000 win cake and stuff. It was a very nice, touching thing for me, to be honest with you, even though the game was the most important part of it. But you know, it takes a long time to win 1,000 games too.
How's Johnny Ruiz doing?
I just checked him on the training room. He said he's fine. He was just feeling a little bit dizzy, and I checked on him on the way, to the press conference. He said he's fine, and it was like right at the end of the team meeting, we came in and sat down with the players. So I think he's fine. They bumped heads.
And you got 7 innings today from Danny. How important was that after a couple of short outings?
Well, it was big because our bullpen was a little depleted from the number of pitches guys threw. Bartow and Cabezas were scratches before the game started, so our bullpen was a little thin in what way we normally use it. So the fact that he did pitch 7 innings was big. Never mentioned that to him, but I'm thinking it'd be nice to get 7 innings out of it and get down to the bullpen. Brian could have thrown 2 if we needed him to.
How are you feeling about the state of the team heading into another big week, a big series next weekend here against North Carolina?
Well, around here every game's big, and we're thinking about right now we need to just enjoy the day, I guess, enjoy the win, enjoy the sweep, but understand Wednesday we got FAU, we're on the road, and another club is ranked in the top 25, and that's what we kind of thrive on. When I do the schedule, I try to schedule people that have a chance to win their conference and have a chance to be a top 25 type club, and that makes your RPI better. It challenges you. It makes you better as a player and as a team. So, you know, that's a big game for us. Of course, North Carolina coming into this weekend was ranked number 3. They're a very talented team, so it's going to be another tough week for us.
And what are your thoughts about Coach Lee and Clemson in his first year after seeing him play for a weekend?
Well, you know, Coach Lee is first time I really got a chance to talk to him was this weekend. He's a really class guy. I know he's an outstanding coach. Clemson's a great place to coach, and I'm sure he'll do a great job. As I thought Jack Leggett did, who was a very good friend of mine, and so, you know, I think he'll do great. And you know, I heard from Coach Leggett 5 times this weekend, so we're buddies.
Great. Thanks.
Thanks,
Okay,
Coach.
thanks, Doug.